Welcome to another Thirsty Taste Thursday. And tonight I'm going to be getting into mixing a few fruits that I haven't really actually mixed with each other. So I'm going to be doing some apples, some Granny Smiths. I'm going to be doing some cucumbers, got some mango, some kiwi, and then I'm going to do some lemon in it. This is a little bit different than what I'm used to actually doing. I'm used to doing the Granny Smiths with the kiwi, with lime, and cucumbers. But I'm going to mix a little mango in it, see how it tastes. But let's get to it. Thirsty Taste. Alright, so usually what I like to do when I'm getting ready to blend, I like to break my stuff up into little sections. So I usually try to break it up into sections of 4. And this usually helps me out a lot to just go ahead and make sure that I'm not blending too much of something. So when I get ready to start blending, you know, it's a good amount of kiwi, it's a good amount of cucumbers and lemons. But then also too, it's very important that you make sure you're careful when you're cutting your kiwi and when you're cutting your mango. And then now I'm going to start pushing this thing down a little bit. Get my blender going, my juicer, and everything should be nice and smooth. Alright, so the moment of truth. I'm going to test out this drink and see how it does. Remember, I said I had Granny Smith apples. I had some cucumbers in there. I had some mango. I had some kiwi, and then I also had some lemon. So I'm going to test it out, see if I can taste all of them, see how good it tastes, and I'll let y'all know. That's actually good. You know what? I really like having mangoes and things. Mango definitely goes good with a lot of things. And you can definitely taste the mango in this. Then also, I can taste the apples as well. I cannot really taste the kiwi. I could taste the lemon. And kind of could taste the cucumbers, but not as much. But the mango definitely makes this drink pretty refreshing and definitely good. So yes, this is definitely a good taste. Yep. Alright, so my throwback movie, since I was talking about a Spike Lee and a Denzel Washington joint earlier in this week, as far as highest to lowest, my throwback for tonight in terms of a movie is More Better Blues. And this is starring Denzel Washington. Actually, Spike Lee is actually acting in this actual movie and directing it. But in this movie, this follows the life of a guy that actually was a jazz player. And then eventually, without telling too much of the movie, but I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, you can always go and watch it. This jazz player actually loses his talent and he loses the ability to play like how he used to actually play. Watch the movie so you can see what happened that made him lose his abilities. But then he had to actually start making some changes in his actual life once that actually happened. Now, the movie definitely follows his struggles and issues that he has in terms of relationships with different women and in terms of just dealing with the other people that are actually in his jazz band with him. Now also too, I think this movie definitely breaks down some of the issues that people have and they may face as far as financially and what consequences can happen to you when not getting money back to people in the streets. When a lot of people want to be in the streets, but sometimes the streets are not like your regular loan provider where they may put something on your credit report. You know, people in the streets may actually come and see you, make sure something else gets put on you. So, anywho, this is a definitely good movie to actually watch. Denzel, as he always is a good actor in this. And this was in his younger years when he was much younger and just getting ready to be on the rise as an actual actor. So definitely check this movie out if you can in your free time. I'm sure it's probably some free apps that you can go to and actually watch this movie. But I will leave a link in my description for you to actually watch a preview of it. Alright, so my thirsty topic on tonight is which one is better for students in high school, middle school, and elementary. For them to wear a standard uniform that each and every one of them actually wears and they all look alike, or for them to have the freedom to wear whatever they want, whatever their parents decide to actually buy for them, as long as it fits with the school's policies. The reason why I was thinking about this is just basically because a lot of people are dealing with this right now in terms of their students actually getting ready to go back to school right now, or their children's, I should actually say, getting ready to go back to school. Now, on the one hand, if you look at where schools are welcoming students to wear whatever kind of clothing that they want to wear as long as it fits the school policy. This gives students a unique opportunity to express how they actually feel, what their actual style is, meaning if you're a person that likes a certain type of brand, you can actually show off that brand and show why you like that brand. Or if you just want to express yourself in some kind of way that may be different from others, you're able to actually express yourself how you actually feel and why your style is possibly different from others. So you'll see a variety of different styles in schools like this, and you'll kind of break down, well, these are the jocks, these are the goth looking people, these are the hip hop looking people, these are the girls who, as they call them in Mean Girls, want to be plastics. So you have a different breakdown in the actual students. Now on the other side, where people are wearing uniforms constantly, parents don't have to worry about spending a whole lot of money trying to figure out what to get for their kids. And then they don't have to spend a whole lot of money in terms of buying stuff that may be different from other people. Usually when you're at a school where you can wear whatever you want to wear, you don't want to wear the same thing as everybody else, so therefore you may want to go and shop at different places so that you can look different from everyone else. But in schools where you're in a uniform, you actually have to wear that uniform each and every day, and the only way that you can actually stand out from the other students is if you have a possibly different pair of shoes than everyone else. You can rock different shoes, or if you have a unique hairstyle that you may actually rock. Maybe you go and get your hair cut, maybe you get your hair braided, maybe your hair is actually done. So this way you kind of actually separate yourself from the other students. But one thing it does kind of help out in terms of students is being bagged on. Now, of course, people still get bagged on, but you won't get your collar pulled so people can check to see whether or not your shirt is actually real or not, because you guys are both going to be rocking khakis and probably polos, so it doesn't really matter what you actually have on as long as it fits the actual school colors. Now, one of the things that I think can definitely probably help in terms of boosting people to actually do the whole uniform thing and like it a little bit better, I think they can make some changes in terms of what colors the students can actually wear, especially for those who are in high school. Maybe they can possibly wear the school colors, meaning that even if it's not khaki pants, as long as it's the school colored pants, then they can actually rock those. And then being able to rock the different colors that the school actually has. So if your school has some colors that are red, white, and blue, you should be able to wear either a blue shirt that's a polo, a red shirt, or actual white shirts. Some schools are a little bit strict on which shirts you can actually wear and which one are approved for you to actually wear. Now, in terms of just which one will be better for people, I definitely think the uniforms just overall, it works better for parents. And then I think in the long run, it works better for students so that students don't sometimes feel the pressure and the need to actually look a certain type of way or not have to be under the pressure of people knowing that they aren't that well off. But I do also believe that being able to express yourself is definitely a good thing, but I would kind of occur that it's better when the students have a uniform, because not every expression that students want to actually make is actually a good one. But this has been another Thirsty Taste Thursday. Alright, so you guys should definitely try this blending stuff out, or I'm sorry, juicing, but I mean, I guess blending, juicing, almost the same thing. But definitely get yourself a blender, get yourself a juicer, and start juicing and blending your fruits, making your own drinks, and maybe even your own smoothies. It definitely tastes good and tastes better than the juices that they're selling to you out there on the stores. And you can create your own little drinks. But anyways, as always, I know what I want and I know what I like. Don't worry about my taste.